Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for the second episode of Evil Genius. New room blueprints available. I'm gladly taking that. As you can see, we just ran out of electrical power, which of course is not good. What we can do about this is actually click one of these clocks and we are gonna order no minions to actually use this room for the time being, just until we have resolved the situation. So right now we are using 18 of 20 power and obviously we need to remedy that. Training room, there we go, power plant. I think this thing needs to be fairly large. I'm not sure again anymore. One power generator is 3 by 3. So for instance, we could have 2 squares in between 2 generators, which would make the room go up to here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 1 in between, 1, 2, 3, and then just 1 to get out of there. There we go. That should be the final size of our room. Let's have a look at the generator. So we could place one right there, and then we have space for a second, third, and fourth generator, and we also have space for a bunch of these capacitors in between. Also, we seem to have new quests. Oh man, everything goes so quickly. Now we want to adapt this room to also have an entrance right here in the center, and we're just gonna go with these 2 objects for the time being. Additionally, of course, we also want a little corridor that leads over here. Now, I would love to use this space down below and just have something very small up here. Maybe an archive room or something. So I'm probably gonna end up doing something like this. And then we have space for yet another room right here. So everything should work out fine. Please build this corridor, minions. There is a bunch who don't have anything to do right now. That is not good. Let's have a look at the world map. Everything seems to be fine here. We are making 5,000 bucks, which is awesome because that means we can order minions en masse. The capacity is stuck at 31 currently, so maybe we can change that. We need more beds anyway, so now we're gonna place a bunch of things in this room. We need to make sure that the beds are all accessible from one side, and of course we are gonna build in a whole bunch of lockers in order to get more out of that. We want to have as many workers as possible. There we go, we're just gonna finish this. These lockers are just 400 a pop. No, they are 800 a pop, but it's still cheap for a new workforce. And look at that, all the jobs are already taken back to the map menu. Can we do something about that? Yeah, I totally forgot to take this mission in the last episode. I'm sorry about that. However, now that we have unlocked the valet, you can see we already have 1 guy. It is important that we are building training rooms. And furthermore, it is also important that we are catching more guys. We cannot only unlock the valet, but we can also unlock a guard. So that's what we have to do. We have to capture a guard. For this, we need 2 more workers in the area. Same thing right here. This little dot represents a technician, and of course we also want that. So there we go, that's 2 more of those guys. In the meantime, we succeeded in some mission. Yeah, this Indian mission was just 30 seconds long, so never mind about that. Next up, we seem to have an intruder here. Who the heck are you? Let's have a look at you. Oh, Le Zoo. It's a poor investigator. What are we gonna do about you? I guess nothing for now. I'm just gonna keep you observed. Maybe we target you for psychological weakening. You don't necessarily want to kill everyone who crosses your path. Otherwise, you're just putting up the heat. Everyone will be mad at you and send even more people to make you sadder and sadder. It's kind of it's a devilish circle, let me tell you that. Anyways, the next thing I want to do is probably a staff room, right? Because, you know, we don't have a lot of space here. So if we built a normal room like this... Oh man, is this too big? I'm not certain. Do I really want the staff room to be here? I mean, it seems like kind of a waste of space to me. How about that? This could also be the infirmary, and this could be the staff room here. And we could actually open this up. I mean, the staff room can be an open area. It could just be adjacent to the corridor without any real doors. And right here we would have the infirmary probably. That should be enough space for an infirmary. You know, just something small. Let's try to do that. We're gonna build this room and we're also gonna implement a bunch of tables here, though I'm not really sure. Should we really do that? We could make an archives room out of this entire thing. That would be the second possibility. No, we're gonna do it as I said. This is gonna be the staff room here, and we're gonna decorate it later on. What I want my minions to build, first of all, is training rooms. And we're just gonna make them very, very small, such as this. We're gonna make 3 of them. Oh, I totally forgot, you can only make 1 at a time. So please construct this room. Thank you very much. Is this 3 wide? Yes, indeed. Then we're gonna do the same thing adjacent to it, another 3 wide room. We're also gonna make these open rooms and a 3rd training room. There we go for the 3rd type of minion that we have at our disposal. That reminds me, we should probably start this mission, right? Yeah, we have 4 workers in the area, so we're gonna grab ourselves a guard and probably here too a technician. There we go. Go, go, go! That means we're gonna have 2 people imprisoned at the same time. We're gonna imprison them, which obviously means we need to adjust our prison cells. I'm gonna have 3 cells in total. It's very unlikely that we're ever gonna use more than that. Anyways, here in the 1st training room, we're gonna have our training dummies. And I'm gonna put the first one right there. That seems to be good. In here, we will be able to train guards, provided that we still have at least 1 guard free. Next up, we are also gonna have a bunch of school desks in here. Now, school desks, we could have even more than just 4, as you can see. But we're gonna have 1 for now because everything here is really, really expensive. Imagine you could have $4,000 school desks in your school. That would be crazy. And then last but not least, we have a laboratory in order to get our technician tree going, meaning getting technician people. Anyways, we also want a mouse maze in each of these rooms because it has a positive influence on those guys. There we go. Okay, that should all be ordered and good and fine and dandy. In the meantime, we are still collecting tons of monies. Let's see at our capacity, 48 so far, so we can move this all the way up. Let's go to 50. There we go. And yeah, look at that. We still have a bunch of lockers that will be put in. Oh my gosh, what are you doing here? I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab these guys. I don't want them to open up this door here. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, we should change this door to be only your evil self can use this door. That is good, because people can actually access the suitcases or briefcases from here. And there we go, my guy is going for them. Jubei, there's one more guy that you have to take care of. Just one more guy. And this guy here has been targeted for psychological weakening. Look at that, he's just acting like a monkey face now. It's incredible. Okay, we have managed to capture a technician, which is very good, very good. And how about that? I think we also managed to capture the guard. That means they should be brought in very soonish. Where are they? Probably right here. Yeah, look at that. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, we have our technician here. And who are you? A poor saber burglar. Maybe we can psychologically weaken him too. Okay, by now we have enough lockers. Current limit is 53. That is amazing. That means I'm gonna go down to 40 with the workers, and I'm gonna put up my valet request to 10. I want 10 of each minions. 10 guards, 10 technicians. However, right now we do not have any of those. Oh, look at that. More targets for psychological weakening. Okay, I think by now... No, this room still hasn't been built. We would have been in the dark this entire time if I didn't shut down this room. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Come on, put my guys into prison. I cannot wait. Let's maybe actually order another interrogation chair. It's another 4,000... I'm not sure. I'm gonna do this later. I just know that we're gonna run out of money sooner than we anticipate. It's every time the same thing. What are you doing? There's a free cell. Come on, pick him up. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. And you, dear guard, you are gonna be interrogated. Oh yes. Then what do we have over here? There's 2 more guys. Those are also poor, so maybe we can get away just, you know, weakening them. And this guy, what are you doing? I don't trust you. He's trying to open the door. Oh no, we cannot have that. We cannot have that. I'm sorry, you're gonna be dead. Gonna be dead. Yeah, at the moment we do not have enough valet in order to psychologically weaken everyone. We only have one, and of course that means he first has to train the other ones. But it's coming along. As you can see, we have plenty of minions, and I guess since we have a lot of spare ones at the moment, I'm gonna do some more stealing. Probably over here we can send 2 more to steal, and then it would be a good idea to send some plotting as well. For instance, in this region there's a few things that we can discover through the means of plotting. However, we're not gonna make any money from that. Also right here we want to send 1 more guy here and plot. And last but not least, we want to send some more guys right here and plot as well. The reason for that is, of course, because we can complete the new quests which are listed right here, which tell me that I have to find a bunch of crime lords and take them apart. Oh, I missed the interrogation of the guard. I'm so stupid. Burglary in what? What? Burglary? You guys. Sorry, but this cannot happen. Why is Chubai always so far away? You have to kill this guy. But look at that, they cannot get out. They will have to crack this door first, which is gonna give us plenty of time to get our money back. This cannot be, this cannot be. Also, I will have to move this thing, right? Yeah, if I want to add this all up, I will have to go with a different configuration. So probably the first one is gonna go here, then one into this direction. Ah, no, I see. We can just have it like so. That's gonna be good, but we cannot have it into this direction. It needs to be vertical, or, you know, the other way around. I'm rambling, it doesn't matter. And you guys, what do you want? Why are you standing here? Jeez, I really do not appreciate that. Oh, look at that. My valet is coming and confusing this guy a little bit. Yeah, come on. You don't have to break in. A little back rub. Pressure points, etc. That's good, that's good. Okay, and now hopefully he's not gonna be able to, you know, do stuff to me. In the meantime, tourists. I don't like tourists, but we're all gonna psychologically weaken them. We're gonna try to kill as few as possible, just to be sure. And there we go, we finally managed to get more power going, which means we can go back to this clock and enable it again in normal mode. That is great, and we can also keep building stuff. For instance, this staff room right here we want to build. We want to have at least a bunch of drink machines. Let's say about 3 of them or 4 here in the corner, and then we're gonna have table tennis, maybe 3 adjacent to each other. Yeah, and I think there's more stuff that will be coming into the staff room. Stolen by an intruder. Oh man, I just don't like how things are developing at the moment. And Chubai is always getting so far away. He's like a real idiot sometimes. So far they couldn't really steal anything, but you know, it got close a few times. Which is not good, not good. Is there more people on my island? Oh, look at that. There are more tourists here that we can psychologically weaken. Anyways, all of my stuff is hanging around here. You can already see this worker wants to be trained. And if we have a look in here, yeah, we have to raise this capacity. Oh, I totally forgot to interrogate the technician. This is going to be important. Interrogate you so that we can also get one of you guys going on. And where is our guard? There should be one guard about. Yeah, look at that. Here is a guard and he is training up other workers. Are you gonna be trained up? No, never mind, but soon enough. So let's train up 5 guards and 5 technicians. And we have to go and lower this by a little bit. Yeah, we can have 35 minion. Let's lower this to 30 again, and then we're gonna go up a little bit more here. That seems to be good. So let's have a look at our technician. Ah, yeah, he already died, and we have our technician again. I missed the interrogation. Everything goes so fast. Furthermore, we still have stuff here. We have the mess hall that we have to place. We are also missing archives. I cannot help to wonder that it would have been better to place archives here, and that this is way too big of a staff room. Maybe we could have had even both at the same time, you know, kind of divide this up. I just happen to know that there's gonna be a lot more things added to the game, and look at that, I totally forgot to add a second entrance. Why the heck? This should have been there from the beginning, so they don't have to walk all around the mountains. Ah, jeez. Okay, did we lose somebody? Oh no, we lost a lot of people. I totally missed that. However, we did some uncovering here. For instance, this is one of our quests, the Indian crime lord. We have to get him aboard, and in order to do that, we need 5 lay. At the moment, we only have 2. We need to wait a little bit to train them up. So since they have discovered the location I want them to discover, we're gonna get out of the plotting mode. Same thing right here for the Oriental crime lord. And last but not least, this one right here hasn't been discovered just yet. We're making 2,840 and not ordering any minions at the moment. Burglary in progress again. Man, you are psychologically weakened. How can you even do a burglary? Okay, then we have those guys over here. Those are also pathetic, so we're gonna try to not kill them immediately. However, should they keep stealing stuff, I'm gonna do much worse to them than just killing them. Okay, right, now the next thing I want to build myself is the inner sanctum, and I left a little bit of room free so that we can place tables and stuff conveniently. Now I will have to see how large we have to make this. Right here in the end, I would like to make my little boss chair. And oh, it seems as though we went a little too far. We don't even have to go as far. It's not gonna be good. I'm not using up the space properly. Now I want to have at least 3 blocks in between those things, right? Here we're gonna have like this chair. That seems to be alright. No, the conference table, of course, and the boss chair over there. And then we need to change a little bit here with the surroundings. We want to make a little doorway here. We can change this too and make another doorway here. So in here we would come in, then there's a conference table, and if they want to speak to the boss, they have to go all the way here. That seems alright to me. We're also gonna need a little door right there, and finally here as well. Okay, let's start building that room, and in the meantime I guess we could expand this corridor right here slightly just to make it look more senseful, and then we could even add more stuff right here. Maybe we could add an additional trap or something, I don't know. So how is the status? Do we have tourists here? Yeah, they are being psychologically weakened. How many valet do we have? 2 so far. 3 guards already. They seem to be training properly. Yeah, look at that. We can only train 1 person at a time, so that is not good. Now we're gonna add more desks. We're gonna add 1 desk right here, and I guess... look at that, 73,000. We are not doing very well with the monies. So we're gonna add another punching bag or 2 of them. And then finally we need to add at least 1 more laboratory, which we're gonna do, let's say, right here. Okay, great. 96,000. We need to send more workers. Currently we're only making 800. How is this possible? We have lost so many people in the field already. So let's just send people everywhere where there is not too much heat already. We don't want to unnecessarily bring the heat up too much. So 8 people are sent. By the way, the guards are making the most money. However, right now I still need them in order to train up other guards. And once we have enough, then of course we are more or less gonna send guards in order to get more monies. And then finally the scientists will be the best at plotting, if my memory is not mistaken there. Great. Okay, so everyone should be going to the helicopter pad, or maybe they're going to the boat. Oh, look at that! We have the inner sanctum room ready. That is great, we just have to fill it up. And now there is the mess hall missing and archives. So archives and mess hall are the only 2 things that we don't have so far. Security door bypassed. Where the heck? Who are you? You are not supposed to be here, and you will be imprisoned. You will be psychologically weakened since you haven't done anything except opening up this door. There we go, we're gonna imprison this person and then take care of her. Why are you attacking? Oh man, she just killed a worker. That is not good at all. And you guys, where are you going? Did you achieve something? Let's actually have a look at you. Snooping, checking out stuff. I don't know. I guess they didn't get away with a lot. And you seem to be a burglar, a poor infiltrator. I think I'm gonna take you prisoner, yeah. That should be good. It's evil. I will then interrogate you and afterwards kill you. Okay, how are we doing here? 2,300 again, not too shabby. We have the potential to send more even. So I'm thinking I'm sending 3 more workers in total, and that should bring us up to a respectable income. Man, I really feel like this thing is way too big. We could just, divide it in half and then make an archive out of it. We could maybe make an archive out of this entire thing, and then we would have space for all the stuff that comes late game. Anyways, she is imprisoned, so to wrap up this episode, I'm actually gonna do something really evil, which is going over to the prisoners section and have a good laugh at them. Maximilian, as you can see, also has a radius of influence, and he is positively influencing people that he comes close to. Oh yeah, open the door. This is so evil. We're just mocking them, we're taunting them, laughing at them. That is amazing. And now she tries to escape, and sometimes they manage to... Oh no, she managed to do it! We need a guard, we need help! Guard, come here! Oh no, she's even gonna free up the other guy. That is not good. I didn't expect this to happen. We have to imprison you guys once again. Task complete. Which task did I complete? I made the inner sanctum. That was part of the task. Oh yeah! Look at that. We have our master's chair ready for us, and this table is gonna be filled up with crime lords soon enough. High security door breached. You don't have a backpack. I don't think you managed to do something, right? So you can go. You're free to leave. Anyways, how are we doing with our minions? We already have 7 technicians, 8 guards, and 10 valet. That is perfect. That means we can send all the people that we need to those missions. So right here, we are gonna need 5 technicians in order to complete that. And I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm just gonna send 5 technicians. Then over here, we're gonna need 5 valet. So we're gonna send all of these. I should have more still in my base, right? And then last but not least, we have guards. So we're gonna send 5 guards over there as well. Beautiful. And everyone else who is still here... Oh no! I only have 5 valet. I totally misinterpreted the data there. We need you back. You need to train up more guys. Right? And everyone else, yeah, we at least leave 1 behind to train up the others. I should have waited until we reached more. I kind of misinterpreted these numbers. So maybe we set these up to 10 as well. We need to take away here. Okay, good. 10 guards, 10 technicians, 10 valet. So at least we will be able to take on 2 of these crime lord quests the next time. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time and see ya the next time. Bye bye.